So the most important thing that you will need out of all of this is an AV to RF modulator box. And this takes in RCA cables and also coax in. But this is really essential because this is what allows you to get whatever signal you are trying to send into the box TV, to send it through coax. And the TVs that I have only take coax inputs. So this is why this is very helpful. If you're trying to do a similar thing that I was trying to do, which is use my laptop to display all kinds of visuals, then most likely your laptop would need an HDMI. So, because this doesn't have HDMI, you would then need to get another adapter that would be HDMI to RCA. There are other boxes that are like this where it has everything, but then it's more expensive. This was slightly cheaper for me. So, anyways, it would be your laptop or computer or camera, whatever that accepts HDMI, HDMI in, RCA out. So, you would hook up these cables, RCA out, going into this box. And then you would need a coax cable and connect it into here, and then coax out, and then the other end of this cable you would go straight into the TV. But if you want to use multiple TVs, then you would need a splitter. This is the pedal that I will be using in the video, and it's by Critter and Guitari. So I would then also recommend to get a mixer. That way you're able to hear whatever it is whatever instrument you're using, to use this as an oscilloscope, because this has no out, it only has in. Excuse me, it's going RCA out, so it's only video, and so we don't have a sound source. So if you would use a mixer, you could then split the signal, one going into here, and then the other would be going out of your mixer and into whatever monitors or headphones that you would want to use. The RF modulator box is going to need power, so I'm going to connect it to my power strip that I have in the corner. So I'm going to do that first. My HDMI box also needs power, so I'm also going to connect it into the power strip. Alright, so I'm going to use the RCA cables, and I'm just going to attach it from the HDMI box going into the RF modulator box. So now I'm going to attach a coax cable, and I'm going to go from the coax out of this box, and then I'm going to connect it into the splitter, but where it says in, because the signal needs to go in and then it's going to split and go out in my two TVs. So I'm going to hook that up right now. If you just want to use box TVs to display whatever you want from your laptop, this is what you would do. So I have my HDMI, so it's USB-C to HDMI. So that's going into the HDMI box, which is then going RCA out, which is going RCA in to this box. And there's a switch on the side that I have it set to channel 4, which allows me to then go channel 4 of these TVs and to display what it is that I'm displaying on my laptop. So RCA out, or RCA out and then in, and then it's going coax out. And if you follow the cabling or the plumbing, so to speak, that this cable is then going into the end of the splitter, and then it splits the signal, and these two cables are then going into the back of the TVs. The keyboard is connected to my laptop, so that's why I'm able to trigger sounds, because I have Ableton open, and the headphone out of my laptop is going into the mixer. So the headphone, this cable is an 1/8 inch to 1/4 inch, so that's why I'm able to connect it into 2 channels, so I can make it stereo and I have it hard pan left and right. So this is the audio coming from my computer going into this mixer, and then I have a 1/4 inch out going straight into the amp. That way I can hear it. And then I also have an XLR out, and I have a cable that is XLR to 1/4 inch. So this XLR, the 1/4 inch cable, is then going into the pedal. That way, the sound that I'm sending to the pedal is triggering the Videoscope, which is on display on 2 of my TVs. So that is the setup and signal flow of this weird setup.